Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, kindly subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenga Njero. Now, our guest on today's show is an Indian living in Kenya. He is 33 years old. And you could be asking yourself, what is an Indian doing in Kenya? Why is he single? And what kind of woman he is looking for? Now, it happens that some of the questions that feature prominently on the show include the reasons for singlehood and the kind of person that one is looking for. Also, when somebody is from another race or from another country, we would want to know whether the person is here to stay, or the person is visiting with us, or even the person is just coming here to settle for some time and then leaving back to their country. Our guest today is called Omar, and Omar is 33 years old. Omar Nasir. He is a Muslim. He's looking for this woman who is ready to settle, because from a very early age he has been raised and he has been exposed to Africans almost all their lives. He tells me that his lineage, or the lineage of his grandfather, originated from India, the southern part of India. And some of you who know the difference between most Indians, because India is currently one of the largest continents, or one of the largest not subcontinents, that is, because it's a subcontinent in Asia. Asia is the continent. Okay, so they actually alternate with China in terms of population. They are the only countries that have hit 1 billion plus people in the world. Okay, so having come from the southern part of India, most people who come from the southern part of India are a little bit dark. Okay, and he tells me that his origin is the southern part of India, but they shifted to Kanakata and they went to Uganda. So his father was active during the time of Idi Amin Dada. So there was this day that Idi Amin Dada chased foreigners out of the country, out of Uganda, by force. They were given an ultimatum that by this time tomorrow you are leaving Uganda, and that is how his grandfather and father sold their businesses at throwaway prices. Okay, so they came to Kenya. Some people migrated to the nearest border, some went to Tanzania, depending on where one was placed inside that landlocked country of Uganda. So what happens is that he has received most of his elementary education in Kenya. Also, he realized that most times than not, the choice of a life partner is a very important decision. So, and when you go to the Romans, when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. So there are people who have been able to imbibe the African culture, those people who have been able to intermarry, those people who are in their religion. Most of them call them rebels, because they run away from religion. They run away from how society has programmed people. For example, marry your fellow Indians, marry family relatives, marry people who are close to you, marry from that family, marry from that wealthy family. He has been able to break even. He has been able to get out of it, and he wants to establish his own kind of, let me say, dynasty, because he used the word dynasty. So he is in Nairobi, and he is in the business of plastics. He sells plastics. Plastics, I am not meaning easy plastics za kuokota. I'm speaking about melamine, plates, cups. Most of the products zenye unaona zikiuzwa Kamukunji. He has a shop there. At the age of 33, he has been learning business from a tender age of 6. He has grown in a business family, but he wants to break, because what happens is that most Indians live in a family. Wanakaa kwa familia moja. So we have been talking, we've been exchanging notes, and he says that he wouldn't actually want, he is sure that most of his family members don't watch this show. So he doesn't want to come, because they will not be having evidence that it was Omar Nasir who was on the show. So he wants his story to be aired, and then if he can be able to get a match, then he will be able to choose. So he's looking for a woman who is between the ages of 25 and 30. If that woman is on the show, whether the woman has kids or maybe one or two, he doesn't have a problem, but he's really looking forward to have his own kid. He has realized, he was telling me, he was making a joke that most people get children at an early age in Africa. It's not a surprise to find an 18, 19-year-old African girl already with a kid, and that's not a wonder. Okay, so and then he was making fun that sometimes there was a time even she had a girlfriend. This girlfriend was selling porridge where the man was shopping, so he was trying to vibe along, and before he realized, the girl was pregnant for somebody else. The girl was pregnant, maybe she thought he was not as quickly as he ought to be. So that is Omar. I will post his contact on my Facebook page at Jenga Jero on the stories, just like I post the others. And if you're that woman between the ages of 25 and 30, mature, religion notwithstanding, you can be a Muslim, a Christian. He doesn't actually care about religion because he's looking for an African, and religion will not prevent him from marrying somebody, because sometimes you can meet somebody who is good and the person is coming from a different religion or a different race. And I told you, this is an international show, so we are wishing him the best of luck. If you're that person and you're interested, get in touch. Okay, until tomorrow, this is Jenga Jero. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and leave a comment. Bye bye. God bless.